Let me paint a picture here. Let's say that you work on a global virtual team. You have colleagues from all over the world, different parts of the world, and you all get along, you get your work done, and everything seems to be pretty copacetic. Is that enough? The person I'm speaking with today would encourage you to push beyond good enough into greatness. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Karin Reed. I'm a 4-time author, Emmy Award-winning broadcast journalist, and communication expert on helping people to own the room, whether it be a physical one or a virtual one. Welcome to Speaker Dynamics. Theresa, thank you so much for continuing the conversation. And there's a lot that we did not get to discuss. And one of the things that I wanted to chat about was this research that you cited, which categorized 3 kinds of global teams and the impact of the cultural diversity on them. You put that, well, it was the research put them in the categories of destroyers, equalizers, and creators. So if you would, can you explain what a destroyer, equalizer, and a creator is, and tell me why the creators are the ones that you like to work with?
Right. So I found this research very interesting, and those 3 categories kind of make sense. So let's start with the first one, destroyers. So we've all seen, heard of, or maybe even been on this type of team, where the fact that we are sitting in different locations, coming from different cultures, everyone just talked about the potential of this team, and yet it is a disaster. It's late, nobody's speaking with each other, lots of conflict, no trust, people don't attend meetings, destroyed. I mean, we can recognize that. Hopefully that doesn't happen too often, but it does happen, and we have to recognize that. The middle ones are the interesting ones, the equalizers. And the reason that the researchers call these equalizers are because everyone's just happy that we're okay, that we're not having conflict, that we're attending meetings, notes are taken, we're kind of doing what we're agreed we would do. And there's a bit of a norm going on here. We're just sort of maybe taking on the norm of the majority or of the HQ located team. We're all just sort of glad that it's going okay. And the reason it's called equalizers is we're all just sort of equal. The problem with it, at least people outside the team, recognize that there is so much potential. It could have been a great team, and yet it's doing blah. Yeah. It's okay. Luckily, it's getting along, but it's not thriving. It's not performing out of this world like it could have. And those are the creators. Those are teams that say, yeah, we're from different locations. Let's take advantage of this. We're from different cultures. Let's talk about it. Different communication styles, different expectations. Let's make it a topic for us on how we're going to develop as a team. Let's be intentional. Let's be conscious of how we're going to develop and work with each other and build trust, and let's make this work. And they do. And we have seen and been on perhaps even those creator teams. They're fun. They're exciting. But what's interesting about this middle group, the equalizers, at least according to the researchers, they are in the majority. And those I see in organizations, and leaders, people outside the team, maybe even team members say, oh, we could have been so great, but luckily we're just getting along.
Yeah. Well, the absence of conflict is typically not a problem that percolates to the top and says this needs to be addressed. So, there probably are other issues that seem much more emergent and need to be, addressed before, hey, we really could maximize our potential. They're like, hey, we're not fighting, we're getting stuff done. It's easy, obviously, with the destroyer, okay, I got a problem, we got to fix this. But, whenever you go into an organization, typically, is it because they're equalizers, or is it typically because they're destroyers? Like, where do you fall? Or is it the creators who you're like, cool, I'm excited to help you maximize this?
Yeah, I would say most teams are equalizers. Mm-hmm. I have been brought in for some destroyers, for sure. Yeah. And so those are working on trying to get rid of the us versus them. We're trying to actually know each other, like each other, right? So let's start with that. Even what are we here to do together? Do we have shared objectives? Do we feel like a shared team?
Are the creators usually led by a strong leader who is culturally competent?
Yes, absolutely. Empathetic, willing to sense what's going on, curious, interested in where the people are located. So you notice these people that they're just enthusiastic about the fact that it is global. They don't think and say, oh, torture, I have people all over the place. No, they say, thank goodness I have people all over the place. And how can I help them to connect with each other so that they can have strong conversations? Yeah. So it's not maybe a strong leader that says this is the direction we're going, but actually more of a facilitative sort of leader.
Yeah, and somebody who recognizes, okay, this is an opportunity, not something to be feared. So
yes,
yeah, I love it. Theresa, I hope you have many creators come into your purview because you can do a world of good with them. So thank you so much for explaining those differentiations. And I'm sure that those who are listening and watching will get a lot of value out of it. Just quick reminder, her book, Virtual Teams Across Cultures, fantastic resource for anybody who is working in a global virtual team. Thank you, Theresa.
Thank you, Karin. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you.